can stretch that way then. You can also perform like a snake bite if you need to on any regions, but if they ever have any tingling sensation, again, stop that stretch then. Okay. Next technique, we're going to perform traction on the leg. So you can cut the heel on top of the foot and pull, especially if one leg is a little bit shorter. And it doesn't mean that the leg is shorter. A lot of times it's just contracted muscles in the hip region that are contracting the muscles to bring up the hip. You can also stretch and twist in different directions and hold. And you can even bring it out in different directions too. Okay, next stretch that most everybody knows is stretching up the hamstrings. You bring the foot up like this, bring it to the point of resistance. And if you think if the leg is going up, say the leg is going up like this, or trying to overcompensate, what you can actually do, ask permission to get on the table, and put your foot over that region so the leg will not go up there. So especially if they're wearing like a sports bra and shorts, or t-shirt and shorts, or even relaxing clothing, it's easier to get up on the table then. But if they are in clothes, just get permission, definitely. Next technique, going to put the foot right at the anterior deltoid region. Hold the quad, flex the knee, flex the hip. And as you can see, she's pretty flexible. The average person is probably going to go about here then. Next technique, I'm going to put the foot right at my hip, hold the quad, and externally rotate, and hold that stretch then. And just try to remember not to put a lot of pressure on any bony areas that you feel, because you're more likely to bruise them in those regions then. Next technique, same thing, but what you can do is you can actually walk it up. And then every now and then you want to ask them, are you feeling that stretch?
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, if they're not, let's say I was over here, and are you feeling that stretch? No? Then just talk to the client then. Is that a little bit better?
Mm-hmm.
And watch for the breathing patterns. If they ever hold their breath, or if they tense up in any area, you know you're stretching it out too far then. So then you can bring it back to neutral then. Okay, next technique. You can bring it here. You can press the hip, bring it over. And also, it actually works better to be on the other side of the table. This for demonstration purposes, I did the other way. So compress around the hip bone, the ASIS, anterior superior iliac spine there. Compress it, but not on the hip bone, and then bring the leg over them, just to get that good stretch then that way then. A modified version, compress the hip and bring it over. But as you see, the foot is not over here at all then. So it gets a little bit with the piriformis, the glute region, the tensor fasciae latae muscle here. So it helps stretch out that, especially for runners, we need this area stretched out. Okay, next technique, I'm going to put the foot, make sure it's not on the patella here, aka kneecap. So I'm going to compress the opposite hip and bring it down. Get a good stretch that way. Or you can do a modified version right here. Compress the hip and bring it down. So every single stretch is a little bit different, but it stretches a little bit in different areas each time then too. Okay, next one, you just bring the knee to the chest region. Remember, if they're cheating, you can compress the quads and then perform the stretch. Let's say they're cheating already, like this. You're performing the stretch and then pushing it down. You're not getting as good a stretch. So it's always better to actually compress this area and then flex the knee like this then. Next technique, bring it over here like this. Bring it over. Okay, this gets more of the TFL region, the piriformis, the gluteus maximus region. Or you can actually put it right on your hip bone and bring it over. Get a good stretch. Is that stretching? Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. Next technique, you can actually perform Flex the knee, lateral rotate, like this.